All right, hi everyone. So this last part of my drunk random walk mapping onto a table is I want to do some probability. Because right now, if it's on, it's always on. And it actually works a little bit better if it's not repeating. Okay, so I want to keep everything I have, but I'm going back to how before I've created a probability generator that will take a random output, compare it to a number, and I can control that comparison to affect the percentage of true versus false. So I'm going to take just this part. Because I want this running at the same rate. And it'll send to a random 10. So this is 0 to 9. And compare that output. Use a Boolean operator. So I want to see if the output is less than some certain number. I'm going to start with 7 by default. I'm going to go ahead and put another number to be able to change that. And then I can read that number, and actually, because it's either going to be true or false, it's going to turn on and off a toggle. So you can see that most of the values, 70% of the values, are going to be true. Now, because it's either a 1 or a 0, I can hook this part up directly to the toggle that triggers what I'm going to call gestures. And it will play this bottom part. That I can change. It's almost always on. Very pointillistic. So take it back to where it is. And I have this go. Sometimes I have to turn this off. Going to make an improvement, and I'll upload a modified version of this patcher because actually it doesn't need to have a separate metronome. This can be the control here. So instead of having a control a toggle, which is one way, I can take this out and just look for true answers. And so every time this is true, that will bang, send a bang message to the trunk object down below. And same effect. It's 10, everything will be on because 9 is the highest value out. It will always be true. 0, everything's off because nothing's less than 0. So it's a way that you can gradually make the improvisation have more notes or less. And that gives you a kind of a feeling of gestures because it starts chopping it up as you do that. So that'll do for this one. Just been keeping these short, just a way. So again, I'm using the random for comparison, and this just helps tell me by default 70% of the time value is going to be less, and that'll be true. That then sends a bang message to drunk. It will produce a random value according to its terms, so a max of 14, but a step size that is set that limits how far it can go from one random value to the next. Then that goes into the table, get output, play notes. So just a way of gradually becoming more musical as we do these passages. And that's it.